Good morning, my pretties. How are you? Today is Monday, the beginning of our week, and you know what that means. It's Mask Monday. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get my mask on here. I'm doing my Mask Monday collab today with my Sunshine sister, Shannon. Her and I call each other the Sunshine Sisters, so we've got some questions together. And we're going to go ahead and do our Mask Monday. The first question, it says, if you were a professional wrestler, what would your name be? Well, today, I ordered those silicone masks, and I got a pack of them, and I've got some for my friends, but I have one for myself, too. And it cracks me up. That's the reason why I like it so much. It reminds me of, like, one of those. You'll see. But if I had to choose what my wrestling name would be, it would definitely today be the Mask Monday Maniac. So let's get this all spread out, because Stephanie from the Opinionated Horsewoman told me about these silicone masks. And so here's mine. So yeah, I would put this on and I would be the Mask Monday Maniac if I was a wrestler. It reminds me of like a Batman or some kind of... Okay, so there we go. Put my glasses back on so I can see. So these are really nice. They keep your mask moist and keep them on your face so you're not messing with them, and they keep them from drying out. I really like these. So today I answered our first question. If you were a wrestler, professional wrestler, what would your name be? The Mask Monday Maniac, right here. So the next one, if you could choose one superhuman power or one superhero power, what would it be? I would have to say to fly, so that I could like go visit my friends really quick and then fly home. Oh, I gotta go back to Michigan and go fix dinner, so I'd fly back to Michigan. All right, and my next question. If you could control your dreams, what would you dream about tonight? Oh man, that's easy. I always, I write songs about, I hang out with my friends that have passed on, and I hang out with them, and we do things. We fly around the moon while I'm sleeping, and we do crazy things. So I would definitely, if I could choose, that's where I'd go. Fit forever in the moonlight. That's what I say. Because you do everything that you possibly can during that time that you have your friend or your loved one there with you. Okay, sorry, I'm like messing with this phone. I'm trying to see what my questions are. If you were up one day and realized you switched bodies with a celebrity, who would it be? Probably J-Lo. I'd take my head and put it right on J-Lo's body. She's got a great smoking body. Or, ooh, Shakira. Yeah, I would switch bodies with Shakira. She can have my body. And I'll switch bodies and I'll take that and then I'll belly dance all over. All right. What sound would you miss if you went deaf? Music. Definitely music. That would be that and my children's voices. I think that would be the two biggest things. If you were on a desert island, what 3 makeup products would you bring? 3 makeup products on a deserted island. I would definitely bring eyeshadow palettes. I would definitely bring a lippy, because you could use that for both your cheeks and your and your face, a matte lipstick. And probably my perfume. No, moisturizer, eyeshadow, and lipstick. That would be it. Moisturizer, eyeshadow, and lipstick. If you could share a meal with 4 people, who would they be, alive or passed on? If I could sit down with, first of all, the 2 people that I would share a meal with, definitely my dad and my Uncle Donnie. Those 2 people. And then celebrity-wise, Janis Joplin. And I'd love to pick her brain. Janis Joplin and Paul Rogers. I think that would be a very interesting meal. Yes. I don't know what we'd have, though. I hope I wouldn't have to cook. We'd go out to eat. If you could only eat 2 items for the rest of your life, what would they be? Tacos and sushi. Love tacos. Love tacos. I bet if you go to Taco Bell, one of those packs that you get, I could probably finish that off in an afternoon. That's why I'm on a diet today. Who would you want to be stranded on a desert island with, if you could choose? Well, we'd probably at sometimes I would probably say Donna Devine. Donna O'Donna. I would definitely, because she makes me laugh harder than anybody that's ever made me laugh. I crack up with her. But I'm sure that we'd have times where we'd get on each other's nerves, and she'd have to stay on one side of the island and I'd stay on my side of the island until she got it over it, and then she'd come back over and visit, and then she'd make me laugh again. But it would be Donna. What movie scared you the most as a child? Now, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of this or not, but H.G. Wells' Food of the Gods, with the giant chickens and the giant mice and all that, or giant rats, totally freaked me out. It had such an impact on me. I love scary movies. I have a hard time watching them because they scare me. They do what they're supposed to do. But yeah, the one as a child that totally freaked me out was H.G. Wells' Food of the Gods. And then the next one was Nightmare on Elm Street. That was crazy. What fashion trend do you wish would come back, and which was your least favorite fashion trend? I wish the big 80s bangs would come back in. To be honest with you, the big hair, I'm waiting. They say, oh, it's making a comeback, but it doesn't come back like the 80s. I would seriously be wearing the 80s bangs if I could. I say that, but then I'd be growing them out again. What fashion trend did you like the least? Leg warmers. Those things were so ugly. They were so hideous, and I couldn't even believe that they were a thing. What did they do? They kept your ankles warm? No. I didn't like those, but I do try to do like a more updated, because I knit, and I do a more updated version of leg warmers where you put them on. They're called boot socks. But you put them on underneath your boots, and you have cute little buttons and stuff. They're more decorative. They're not for keeping you warm, but they can keep the snow out, because the snow gets pretty deep up here. So they help keep the snow out of the tops of your boots if you step in some really deep snow. What's the most daring thing you've ever done? Well, I did this with my Uncle Ron Krull, and I. St. Mary's River is a fast-moving, deep river. And we went to go set a net one day in a canoe. And one wrong move, and that canoe was going down, and I had muck boots on, and it was a little goofy. We practiced beforehand. You had to move the same way. You had to do everything almost like ballet to keep from capsizing. If we would have capsized, I was probably done. And those muck boots would have taken me right down to the bottom of the river. So I was hoping I could kick them off, but it was just a little bit risky and a little bit out there. I don't think I'd actually do it again in a canoe. But we did it. We went, not only did we set that net, 100-foot net, but we went back out in that canoe and gathered that net and had fish. So, yeah, that is one of the most, there's lots of daring things you do up here. Sometimes you take risk and then you think about it afterwards and you're like, wow, why did I do that? I mean, there's other things in my life that I've done, but that is like definitely one of the things that stand out. So I have a whole group of girlfriends. They're called the Cheesy Chicks, and I just love them. And I'm doing today, my collaboration with my mask today is with my sunshine sister, Shannon. So make sure you go check her out. And tonight, we're planning something exciting. We're going to do a little live powwow. I'm going to go ahead and go live for the first time ever. So be sure to check that out, because we're going to talk about our giveaway, and we're going to talk about a few things, and just so that you can get to know us better and we can get to know you better. That way we can communicate back with you. But I'm giving a shout out here, Barbara. Love you, baby. Thank you so much for introducing me to all your friends, to Jessica, Becky, my sweetheart Alice Lynn, and Beth, and Sue, and Gracie, and Tammy, all of you girls, Renee, all of you. And I'll go ahead and I'll post them down below so that you can make sure you go check out their Mask Mondays too. They're awesome women. They're beautiful people. And they're really interesting. They're fun and they're interesting. Every single one of them have different personalities. So I've really enjoyed myself. If I've been a little bit slow getting to comments and whatnot, right now is a really busy season with the maple syrup, and I'm just getting ready. The maple syrup's wrapping up. I'm almost done with that, and I'm getting ready to go into birch syrup. And Kyle said he'd be back up here soon, so Kyle's going to be back on here, and he and I are going to work together on getting this stuff going. Plus, I've got the garden to get going. That'll start up soon. I promise it actually gets to a point where I don't have a whole lot going on. I will have more time to, that's when we're going to go and see the lighthouses, and we're going to go see the where the Edmund Fitzgerald sank, and check out some really cool stuff. So with no further ado, I know you've got a lot of Mask Mondays to visit. I'll go ahead and wrap this up, and let's take this mask off. I always look forward to Mask Monday because my skin feels so great. And I got a really nice pointer, like one of the gals I saw where she said she used this on her elbows and on her hands and on her heels and that. So have a great day. Be good to yourself. And make sure you come back and powwow with me later. Peace out.